Hello, my name is John Hayden. I'm a lay member of the Soka Gakkai International, or SGI. Literally translated, Soka Gakkai means the Society for the Creation of Value, or Value Creation Society. And today is week number 6 in my weekly encouragement series, featuring guidance and encouragement from third Soka Gakkai president, President Ikeda, Daisaku Ikeda. And this week's excerpt is going to be called Never Give Up on Yourself. So let's get started. Anyway, President Ikeda said, I have met some people who are convinced that they are not smart and that their future is therefore limited. I once asked President Toda, who is the second Soka Gakkai president, the difference between someone who is bright and someone who isn't. He took his writing brush and drew a horizontal line across the center of a piece of paper and then said, quote, this fine line is all that stands between the two. The difference is inconsequential. He believed that we all much have the same kind of brain, but that everything is determined by the amount of effort we make. I clearly remember his words to this day. It has been said that we use only about half our brain cells during our lifetime. Some scholars even maintain that we use less than 10%. In other words, hardly anyone is using their brain to the fullest potential. I also have heard that the brain continues to grow until our early 20s. In that respect, how much we can develop our intellect before the age of 20 or so will greatly affect the rest of our lives, which again underscores the importance of the teenage years. Of course, your entire future does not hinge on your grades at school, nor do good grades automatically guarantee happiness or poor grades unhappiness. Still, it might be a good idea to try to get grades that won't incur the wrath of your parents, the pity of your friends, or the possible future threat of divorce from a spouse who might one day come across your old report cards. That's funny. Joking aside, you mustn't put yourselves down or sell yourself short. Human potential is a funny thing. If you tell yourselves that you're not smart, then your brain will really grow sluggish. Instead, tell yourselves with conviction, my brain is asleep because I'm hardly using it. So if I make some effort, I can do anything. This is, in fact, the truth. The more you use your brain, the brighter you will become, especially for those who chant Nam-myoho Renge-kyo and continue to make efforts. Nothing is impossible. Some people I've spoken to have lost all confidence and self-esteem. They admit to feeling feelings of hopelessness and pessimistic. This is there are no others, even one suspects. There are others who no one even suspects have any problems, yet have secretly suffering, worried that they have committed what might seem to them as dreadful, irredeemable mistake. Nothing is irredeemable in youth. Rather than the worst mistake that you can make when you're young is to give up and not challenge yourselves for fear of failure. The past is the past, and the future is the future. Keep moving to, keep moving toward forward with a steady eye on the future, telling yourselves, "I'll start from today." So I'll start fresh from now, from this moment. This is the essence of Nichiren Buddhism, the Buddhism of true cause, the spirit to start from the present moment. This is the heart of chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. True success or failure in life is not apparent until one reaches his 40s or 50s. My experience after nearly 70 years of life has taught me how to clearly recognize the human patterns that determine victory and defeat. Do not despair or grow impatient over transient phenomena. Even if you have problems, even if you have done things you regret or have made mistakes, your whole future still lies ahead of you. Don't become spiritless people who fret or plunge into despair over every little thing. Many of history's most famous people seemed far from outstanding in their youth. Winston Churchill was known always for failing at school. Mahatma Gandhi wasn't a remarkable student either. He was shy, timid, and a poor speaker. Albert Einstein also was a mediocre student, but luckily he excelled in math. And William Röntgen, the discoverer of X-rays, was expelled from a polytechnic school when his classmates falsely accused him of causing an accident. So, what did these four young men have in common? Their refusal to give up on themselves. One who has poor grades, or has been bullied or betrayed by others, or who has suffered from illness or financial difficulties, is more likely to understand others' feelings and have deep insight into life. Therefore, don't let yourselves be defeated. Then, whatever suffering that you've had to endure will definitely be transformed into your good fortune in the future. End of excerpt. To learn how you can unlock your highest potential and achieve all your dreams and goals, please visit my personal website, winninglife.info. Thank you and have a great day.